In this video, we're going to take a look at how to find volume of different three-dimensional shapes. On the left side of the screen, we have our assignment that we're going to work on, and on the right side of the screen is our formula sheet. We're going to start with number 1, and the first thing we need to do is identify what shape this is, which you should notice is a cylinder. And because we're talking about volume, we're going to use the formula pi times r squared times h. And we want to label each of our pieces. So the first thing we have is the r, which is our radius. And in our document, that is 10 inches. And then our other value, which is h, which is the height, in ours is 6. Then all we're going to do is take those values and substitute them into our formula, which will become v equals pi times our r, which is 10 squared, times our height, which is 6. Then we're going to put that into the calculator to solve it. And we can use Desmos. So if I go ahead and type that into my calculator, I have the pi button, and then I'll do times 10 squared times 6. And I get 1,884.955, etc. And I want to round my answer to the nearest hundredth, which means I want to keep 2 decimal places. So it's either going to stay 0.95 or it's going to round up to 0.96. And because that second 5, that tells me I need to round up to 0.96. So the third digit, if it's 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, you're going to bump it up. If it's anything less than 5, so 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, then you just cut off the rest of the number. So our answer is going to be V is approximately 1,884.96. And then because my units are in inches and we're talking about volume and it's 3 dimensions, it's going to be cubic inches or inches to the third. And that's our answer for that problem. Let's go ahead and do one more together. So let's take a look at number 3. That shape is a triangular prism. And our formula for volume is 1/2 times B times H times L. Now, if we take a look, our height has that dotted line, and there's a little box in the corner which represents a right angle. So if we look at our figure, that's going to be 4. And then if we notice our B value, that's the length of this whole side, which is the same as this back side that shares with our height. So in our document, if this is our height, the length of this is our base. And if we notice, that is the same as this side. So our base is actually 10. And the trickiest part is our length. So our length is right here. But in ours, so if you imagine your triangle is being pushed out to make a 3-dimensional object, and the way our shape is turned, so instead of the triangle being the back, it's actually our bottom. And so our length or our L value is 7. So we're not going to use 8 yards or 5 yards in our formula for volume. Then all we're going to do is substitute in those 3 values and find our calculation. We have volume equals 1/2 times our B, which is 10, times our height, which is 4, times our length, which is 7. If we do some mental math, half of 10 is 5, times 4 would give us 20, times 7 would give us 140. And then we're talking about yards, so it's cubic yards or yards to the third power. Or you can also put that equation into Desmos and you'll get the same answer.